Hey guys, we're here again with the R34 GTT. As you've seen from the previous videos, it's making some good power now with the upgraded turbo and the ECU all dialed in from Alex at Birrong Automotive. The car being a R34, it's a 99 model, I think maybe 2000. It's doesn't ride the greatest. The shocks, I think the rear right's completely gone in it. So we decided to upgrade the coilover suspension, to coilover suspension I should say. We've gone with HKS Hipermax S. I was lucky enough to go for a drive in a car in Japan with the Hipermax S, and I really enjoyed the ride quality. So we are going to upgrade a couple of our development cars with the Hipermax S coilover shock. So why don't we, we've just had these shipped in, so let's crack them open and see what they look like. All right, so let's just crack this open.
Throw themselves in that car, so that's the danger of that car.
It's the aero top. All right, let's have a look what's in here. I'm not even sure I'm opening it correctly. Worst case, the box is destroyed. All right. Who doesn't like opening new car parts? All right, standing foam, that's a good one. Sweet. And hurry up, Ben, let's get this thing out. All right, so, oh, I didn't know this. It's actually got a little helper spring as well. So, there it is there in all its glory. HKS, good gear. Oh, it's good. I'm trying to look for a bump stop, by the way. Yeah, it's internal. It's not sitting at the bottom. Yeah, so it's got a helper spring, which I didn't know their Hypermax came with. I know the old ones never did. And it's got bottom adjustment as well. I'm not a suspension expert by any means, but I suppose if you've got adjustability, it's better for something. Again, someone's going to comment in the video saying I probably should know about suspension, but I don't. All right, so comes with a bunch of tools there to adjust the, these are I think single way, so it'd probably bump. It would probably adjust bump, not rebound. All right, so what have we got here? We've got a letter of some sort of certificate or authenticity plus some instructions. We're not going to read those. HKS, sorry about that. Well, actually, let's have a look, guys. They might be in English. I'm sure they're probably not. So let's have a look. No, all in Japanese, so we'll bin that. Here we go. Second shock. Again, I'm not sure if this is a front or a rear. We'll crack open the other box and work that out quite soon. All right, so let's get stuck into the second box. I'm assuming it's going to be just like the first box, other than it's got the front or the rears in it. I'm not sure if they sell these by the pairs. Chuck this stuff away. Oh wow, these are long. Jesus. I'm assuming these must be the backs. Wow. That has got some length on it. Insert inappropriate meme.
Hey Chris, what's with your leg? Oh my God, that's not your leg!
All right, again, it's got the helper spring. I think this one might be a rear because it's just so massive. I don't know how it looks on the car. There we go, it's up there somewhere. But yeah, we'll work that out. Looking forward to seeing how this car drives with it sorted. All right, so let's get these fitted to the car.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so we've gone to our trusty Toyo R888Rs for the rear. The car previously had a 245 35 18, so we've gone to a 265 35 18. This is a Enkei 9.5 inch rim, so a 265 is fine on it. It's not bulgy or anything like that. It's quite flush with the rim edge. So combined with the new HKS suspension, the Hipermax S, we've found that one, the car is far more enjoyable to drive, daily drive with the suspension, and once the tyre is warm, so about 15 minutes of driving, you can put down the grip when you're on the
on the circuit, I should say. So in second gear, you can do a full pull from 2000 RPM in second, and it won't spin the tyres. If the tyres are cold, it will light the tyres up in second, and a little bit of third as well when they're cold. But once they're warmed up, they stick all the way through second gear, which is great. Good progress with that side of things. We will be going out to the track to see how it goes down the drag strip. Have no idea, but what sort of times it'll do, a mile an hour. But at least we should have some traction in second now. With the 230 kilowatts it's producing currently, we should see quite a gain over the previous times. What we're going to do now is jump in the car and see how it driving impressions with the shock absorbers, and we've also fitted a Nismo gear shifter, which does make the car feel a lot nicer to drive as well. Again, with the Nismo twin plate and the LSD. So one thing that we have noticed, now that we've put some kilometers on the diff and the clutch, it's far easier to drive. Anyone that's gone from a single disc to a twin disc or to an LSD, they will find that it can be a little bit clunky. This is an adjustable one. You can set it up as a one-way or 1.5. It did get set up as a 1.5, so it's a little bit stiff, but it has loosened up and is a bit more manageable or streetable. The clutch engagement point has definitely changed from brand new to a couple of thousand Ks. It does feel a lot nicer and a lot easier to drive. Let's jump in the car and go for a drive. One of the features I would like to get hooked up in this car, due to the traction situation that we're going to be in once we start increasing the power, is traction control through the Link ECU. The factory R34 GTT runs a standalone traction control system that's handled via the ABS unit and the throttle body, whereas modern ECUs normally control the traction control themselves. So one of the things we will be switching to later on is a Bosch drive-by-wire, as the Link ECU is able to control that. So we will be switching to a 74mm unit later down the track. The ECU, with some help from Birong, we can set up a CAN keypad, which will allow us to vary the boost and also change settings such as traction control on or off, or rolling anti-lag. So we will be taking this roll racing. We will be getting absolutely smashed by the Sydney guys, but we will be using it for development purposes, so it'll still be a bit of fun. There's a lot of construction going on at the moment. All right. We've installed some new fascia. I think it'd be called a fascia, or the center console area with the control panels. Tried to replace as many of the original units with brand new OEM. Just, you know, I think it's a 99 or 2099 model car, so it's a few years old. Just trying to make it a bit nicer. Modernised it with a new radio, but we have got the new Greddy gear knob, nice heavy one, and also the Nismo short shifter, which comes with some new components, which gives it a tighter feel, which is nice. Turbo response, it's straight onto it, which is good. But in terms of suspension, you know, I've had lots of cars over the years, and probably the nicest street suspension I've had is the HKS stuff. So we've got it now fitted, the HKS Type S, I think it's called, the Type S in our Evo wagon car, as well as the R34, and we will be switching some of our other development cars to the HKS suspension as well. Really just because of the streetability of it. It's quite comfortable, very compliant. Sydney's got a lot of average roads plus a lot of speed bumps. So yeah, we're just trying to make the cars as nice as possible, since we are putting so many kilometers on them for development. and it makes our testing and conditions a bit more consistent. Sydney, our speed zones are around 50 kilometres per hour. So 50 is like 30 miles per hour. So 50 to 60 kilometres. And plus again, we've got school zones as well, which are down to 40 kilometres per hour. So we might just jump on the freeway and give it a hit, see how it goes. The tyres will be warmer then, so at least we can give it a hit down the on-ramp on it. But 230 kilowatt currently, it's very great for the street. Obviously there's a lot of street cars out there in brackets that are probably not so much daily driven. But yeah, this is a good amount of power. Definitely less than this. It feels underpowered for the weight of the car. I think we weighed this last time, it's about 1550 kilos, I think it was. We will take it out to the drags today and see how it's going, and we might stick it on the scales again just to see where we're at. But yeah, this is a nice car to drive at the moment. The suspension is actually quite adjustable in terms of the bump. I played around with it in the wagon, as HKS don't do a specific rear shock spring combination for the wagon, and the wagon being a bit heavier in the back of the car, it actually sits a bit lower. I still haven't adjusted the base height. HKS have recommended that I change the lower suspension mount, and so we're gonna give it an extra 20 mil height, so we retain the full travel of the shock, instead of reducing the travel by increasing the spring pressure. So yeah, this it feels really good. Like we're cruising along at 50 kilometers an hour, around 2300 RPM. Feels really good. So yeah, so on the dyno, this is 230 kilowatts, and our goal to hit 500, for people that don't know, is 380 kilowatts. So if we hit 380, that's 500 horsepower on the hub dyno. As I said, it will remain on pump fuel, as we do want to run these cars for, lots of kilometers, and E85, you can really go through a lot of fuel. All right, so we'll just cut and jump onto the motorway. Yeah, I think we almost got our full traction in first there. Tyres are a bit warmer now. Sun's out, so the surface temp's not ice cold. It is winter in Sydney at the moment. All right, unfortunately we've got a fair bit of traffic going on here. I might even drop that back down into second again. I'm at 4,000 RPM now. Yeah, so it's got, yeah, this combination right now is just a great daily. If we can try and maintain the response of the overall system, which is obviously, not just the turbo, because the turbo is also, the response of the turbo has to do with the camshafts and also your exhaust and tuning and fuel. So if we can try and keep this response but get the power from 230 kilowatt all the way up to 380 kilowatt, I think it'll be an absolute killer combo for you know, the circuit, roll racing, drags, and really nice and pleasurable to drive on the street day to day. So yeah, really happy with how the car's going on the freeway. The shocks are very, very smooth. We will probably look at doing a brake upgrade later on with the car, probably once we're closer to the 380 kilowatt, just so we've actually a bit more braking. But yeah, tuned straight six. It's pretty hard to pass up for the noise. The car is quite muffled right now with the current exhaust, but later down the track we will be changing that to try and make it sound even nicer, and hopefully find some extra horsepower there. So guys, yeah, thanks very much for jumping in the car with us. We will take it out to the drags tonight and see what it can do. I don't know, I'm guessing, you know, I'd like to see a 12. As for what mile an hour, I'm not sure what that's going to be, but yeah, we'll see you guys at the track.